Welcome to What If Every Single Saiyan Survived Frieza's Initial Attack, Part 4. Now, I'm pretty sure, it's been a while, that we left off on Goku going Super Saiyan this time. Now, since King Cold's a little bit stronger than Frieza, he's gonna have a little bit harder time, but not too hard. So yeah. Oh. Now, while they're fighting, Bardock has to gather Piccolo and Gohan, since Krillin's dead, and get them back to the ship, which at this point is, well, I mean, it still has Bulma there, so there's not really much to worry about. So yeah. Sorry, I favorite like all the girls that I don't have on already. So yeah. Now, on the way, Bardock finds some Saiyans and tells them to alert all the others that they're leaving. And one of them gives them their scouter so that he can inform them on anything else that any of the Saiyans would need to know. The thing is, he had left Nappa, who still had a scouter, and was, although unconscious, he would be able to hear everything. So yeah. No, I shouldn't really be doing this with the game background. I'm getting way too distracted. Just give me a second. Need to see if... No... No, they don't have it. Let's try some Z battles. Okay. Going in. So while Goku and King Cold are fighting, Nappa wakes up a little bit. So he can now hear everything they're saying, and he can hear people saying to bunch up and leave the planet. And then King Cold stops for a minute as he sees that Goku is just a little bit too much for him to handle 100% at the moment. So he needs a diversion while he gathers up some more stamina. And so he tells him his secret plan, which is going on about this time, and says, "You want to know something about your home planet? Well, since you Saiyans can't keep out of my family, I might as well have blown them all up, right?" So he pretty much just said that he had sent troops to destroy planet Vegeta, while all the normal fighting Saiyans were off on planet Namek. And Nappa realizes this, and so on his scouter, he tells everyone that there's a huge possibility that planet Vegeta is gone. And Bardock hears this, and he knows where Earth is, so he tells them to set their coordinates on their space pods and meet them at that planet. But if they arrive there, don't do anything stupid. Or wait for them to be there to actually do anything. So all the Saiyans that are on planet Vegeta that are dead. All of them. Gone. Forever. Haha, Dragon Balls. But the ones on Namek, which are about 200 in total, so about 50 children, 50 women, 50 teens, and 50 men, I'd give or take. Make it off the planet that aren't the main Saiyans that we're focusing on. So that's pretty much as many that actually are going to survive. So they're booking it to Earth, while the Namekians, because they have nowhere to really go, and they're not planning on going to Earth, especially if the Saiyans are going to be there. Since they were threatening them and killing them to try to find the Dragon Balls, and the Dragon Ball's wishes are up, so it's not like they can wish people back yet. They need to wait. Just as long as the planet survives and Guru survives, they'll survive. Is what they've been saying to themselves. Now, this goes on for a while, and King Cold's trying to distract him more and more. And Goku is just starting to realize that he's just stalling for time. And he doesn't want to waste this time. He needs to get it done. He needs to win. That's exactly what's going through his head. So, the battle pretty much goes as normal between them after Goku throws another punch. So it pretty much mimics what happens in Dragon Ball Z Episode 4. He doesn't blow up the planet. He thinks that he can handle it himself just as long as he can keep his stamina up. So he needs distractions. More and more distractions. And what does he think about how he should distract him? By flying around the planet and threatening people. At which Goku, after the third person or so, realizes that yes, he would kill them, but if they just use the Dragon Balls on Earth to bring back all the Namekians, it should be fine. So he starts being not very smart about things. Goku tends to do. And he starts thinking a bit. Not usually what Goku tends to do, but still. Now, Goku is getting behind him and hitting him in the gut, trying not to wound the Namekians as much as possible, but still not 100% worried about what's going to happen to them. So it's not like he's only hitting him where they're not, or being way too careful, but he's not being careful enough, because at least 2 Namekians died during his little X-Nay voyage. So, and eventually both of them get bored of King Cole running away. So he firmly plants his feet on the ground and powers up as much as he physically can. And then he starts using key attacks that are similar to Frieza's Death Beam, just out of his hand, bigger and a little bit more powerful. And he starts fighting back, but Goku's faster than him and is avoiding everything he throws at, but isn't fighting back much because, well, he's bored. He's stronger than this guy. He's not putting up as much as a fight, and he's being a coward. And it's not very fun to fight a coward. So what does he do? He sees his opportunity and just punches him right smack in the gut. Now all the Saiyans are off the planet by now, and so is Bulma. So you don't really need to worry about them. And so... the only people left on the planet are a few of the Namekians, Goku and King Cold. And King Cold really is figuring out that he can't win. So he's trying to be a coward, and then he is also trying to remember his pride. As he was the universe's conqueror. He is the strongest besides Beerus and Boo, because he knew who they were. He's stronger than his son was, and his son was born just as strong. Or born really strong. He's the better man. Now, Goku just wants to fight. Have some fun. But King Cold's getting boring, so he's pulling what he did in Z and powers down from Super Saiyan until King Cold actually gives him the fight that he wants. But then King Cold looks at him, opens his mouth, and attacks with a huge eraser gun, which is the beam that comes out of the mouth. So yeah. Then Goku does the angry Kamehameha moment, like he did in the anime with Frieza's last Emperor, or last ditch effort, depending on whether you're into the games or which games you're into, since it doesn't actually give it a name. I mean, if you really must know, some games called the Angry Kamehameha, the Breaker Energy Wave, or the Angry Energy Wave. So yeah. Now, this King Cold isn't as damaged as Frieza was, so he's still not almost dead, but he's also not 100% either. He's on the verge of not death, but on the verge of giving up. Because he knows if this goes on any longer, he could either die, or he could win at the cost of a part of his, or parts of his body missing. So yeah. He goes with another choice. Run away now and try to get back at him later. Because of the fact that he's such a coward, and that even though beating him would demoralize him like it would do to Frieza, he doesn't want him to go away unscathed. Especially since he's not thinking straight because of Super Saiyan. So he shoots a beam and blows up his escape pod. And then he comes back and then just starts wailing on Goku, thinking that this is now the only thing he can do. Because even though he can fly in space, it'll take a long time to get anywhere. So he decides to just start fighting. And now this is... it's not doing anything. He's punching and punching and punching and wailing, just like in Bardock's vision. But he's not getting pushed back. He's not doing anything to him, really. But I'm not thinking straight right now. Probably shouldn't do this if I'm not thinking straight, but oh well. Okay, so... yeah. He stops wailing on Goku, backs away, really tired. He can't do this anymore. He's way too out of stamina. He shouldn't be doing this. He's out of it. And then Goku aims a blast at his face and shoots it. Now this doesn't like break open his skull like the planet's explosion did to Frieza, but it like severely wounds the side of his head, leaving him scarred. And then Goku kicks him away and says, "Now you can leave," and points to the sky, at which King Cold starts flying as fast as he can away, and then Goku powers down, and he doesn't sense any malicious intent from anyone. And then he sees something in the sky. He looks over, and there's a yard rat. And the yard rat came to Namek saying, "I sensed really, really big power, and I just wanted to see what was going on." Which then Goku wants to know how he teleported, because he didn't sense his energy before, and yet he made it over. And so Guardrat and says, "Come with me," and teleports him to Planet Guardrat. Now on Earth, no one's made it back yet. But once they do, the first thing is clear. The Saiyans won't arrive for at least a few more days because their shuttle was faster. And so they gather up all the Dragon Balls and wish for everyone, or every Namekian on planet Namek, to be brought back to life. And then they ask Bardock if the next time that they can wish, they should wish back the Saiyan race, or even just planet Vegeta. And then he says no. They don't need planet Vegeta anymore. Because now they have Earth. And she asks Bardock, "What do you mean by that?" "Well, we have Earth now. We don't need planet Vegeta. Planet Vegeta was a symbol of our strength, yes, but Earth can be a symbol of our change. The Saiyans have needed to change for so long." He had noticed how, since Kakarot was living among humans, he had gotten stronger than any Saiyan could have dreamed. But how? Well, that's simple. He was acting like a human. He had emotions, at which most Saiyans did not. He was acting like Gine, and yet as a Saiyan altogether. And so the Saiyan should live on Earth and be a part of it. And he already knows how Gohan is a child between a Saiyan and a human, and just how powerful he is and how powerful they become. So if the Saiyans who came from Namek were to live among humans and start acting like them, they would all become Super Saiyans eventually. They would all be more than just a regular Saiyan. And they could they could make greater fighters and people who are strong enough to protect the planet. People who are stronger than just normal Saiyans. People who not only love to fight, but are more likely to protect something, which makes them stronger. Or at least of what he's seen. When a Saiyan has a means to protect, they seem to find themselves stronger than ever, even though they usually find themselves stronger after being beaten near to death and fighting with their own life on the line. They seem to fight better and stronger with other people's lives on the line. And he says it's a miracle that Saiyans haven't found this out already. If they had, Frieza would have never been a problem. If they had, King Cold would have never. Then again, if they had, they would never be. They would never would have been used to conquer planets or do it themselves. If they had found it out, who knows what kind of limits they could break, how strong they could become. So we should let Saiyans live among Earth, be a part of it, have children with the Earthlings, make Earthlings and Saiyans, Halflings, and all of that a new species, bettering both, making humans more fighters and Saiyans not only more powerful but more compassionate. And that would just be the tip of the iceberg. And Bulma sees just how planned out it was. He could have done it. She thought that if any other Saiyan had thought of this, it would have taken centuries. But since Bardock's just like Goku, he's thinking of the greater good. And then Gine comes out of the capsule corp building and hugs Bardock and then asks, well, where's Goku? And so, we leave off there. See you all next time. This has been Dragon Ball Genesis. Peace.